Hello, welcome back. I have a kit that, again, my wife bought, she buys me most of these kits and then moans when I disappear and go and put them together. This one, British 25 pounder field gun and quad gun tractor, Canadian Ford. Looks quite complex, doesn't it? It's a Tamiya kit and there's not a huge amount of information on the top, so there's plentiful accessory parts, realistic driver figure, ready to assemble plastic model kit, modelling skills helpful, I guess it would be, if under 10, if under 10 years of age, cement and paint not included. Okay, it's a 135, so it will match up with most of the rest of the kits that I have. A lot of, I guess that's Chinese writing written on it, I don't know. But then again, and again on the side, a lot of the information that would probably be very useful is written in Chinese. Quad gun, trailer for the ammunition and the field gun itself, all looking at them from below. It's a nice piece of art on the front of it, and picture of it at the side, picture of other things that you can buy from Tamiya, and back to where we were before. It's the same on both ends basically. Let's have a look what's inside. We'll put that over there, and a lot of beige, brown, whatever colour you might want to call that, bits and pieces. Let's find the instructions and then we'll go through those. There you go. It's quite a hefty little book. Wait a minute, there's two hefty little books in there. Why is that? They look very similar. Don't know. Right, so there's two books full of instructions. Tech tips, tells you the tools you might need. Tells you how to get the parts off the sprues. If you don't know, that's very useful. It tells you how to make holes. There's quite a lot of information on there. Yeah, it goes on to the other side as well. Removing metal plating. Yeah, there's quite a lot of information on there. Most of us have already done all that in the past, but it's always worth a look. See what somebody else is doing, isn't it? So that's that. We'll put that over there. Set of transfers, decals if you prefer. I'm not going to undo the staples on there. And it looks like there's several different versions that you can use. Yeah, so that's simple enough. What else is in here? There's something else. Oh no, it's written on the bottom of the box. Concerning this kit, read carefully and fully understand. Blah blah blah. Yeah, just safety warnings, but that's printed on the bottom of the box. You can't. There's no excuse for not reading it, is there? You can't say, "Oh, didn't see it." Right. Picture of the truck and what looks like three variations on the front. Oh, is one in English? Yeah, gotcha. Right, that's why we've got two. One's in English, one's in Chinese. That's fair comment. So it tells you all about. I'm not going to read that to you. It's got three variations of the same vehicle. The top one there is the one that we've got in front of us. They do look like the little Chevy trucks and the old Bedford trucks in particular when it's like that. But there you go, who knows? I wasn't alive then. So that gives you more information about them. Our lads in the desert there. And one that's obviously been preserved of some kind. It looks like a Vauxhall at the side of it there. I shall have a read of that. Please read this before commencing. Construction of drive shaft. It tells you different ways of doing a drive shaft, fixing a winch, Do not put too much adhesive. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, just telling you how to be careful with it. And then it goes on to telling you how to put it together. Axles first, chassis, the chassis members. They look as though they come in one piece, which is quite unusual. So you're not going to put them together and worry about getting them square. It then goes on. It's got quite a detailed little picture at the side of each, the sidebar on each page, which is really quite helpful. I've never put a Tamiya kit together before, so it's the first time I've looked at their instructions. That's really quite helpful. It actually shows you a photograph of what you should end up with after you put it together. Unlike most of us, I guess, is we plonk it all together and then think that can't be right. The body shell seems to come in one piece, and the floor pan seems to come in one piece. So it's easy enough to put together. Get on to painting fairly soon, I would imagine, with that. Yeah, so you have to put the driver together and sit him in there. It's got several controls here for the winches and the obviously gear lever. There'll be a handbrake in there as well somewhere, in with all those levers. Yeah, easy enough. That looks like the chassis for the little ammunition carrier. See, wrong again. That was the chassis, the framework for the gun that the gun sits on. Then you've got the back of it, that bit of pad to hold it in position when it fires. Oh no, wait a minute. That would go, the gun would go onto that, and it would form a turntable so that you can move the gun around in different positions. British ingenuity, eh? So that's that, and that's the final page, putting the ammunition together, ammunition carrier together, and all the bits of accessories, as they called it. I can't remember what they called it on the front. Plentiful accessory parts, they called it. So that's all the pictures. Then you got the paint diagrams on the last page. I don't know if there's two versions of that or not. No, I think there's just one version of it. And yeah, obviously where you put your decals, transfers, whichever you prefer. Yeah, right. I thought there might be more than one. You've got the Canadian Army marking, the British Army marking, other marks, certificate giving the vehicle permission to pass freely. Yeah, quite comprehensive. And the decals for the gun and the carrier. Yeah, limber. I knew there was a word for it. I just couldn't pull it out from the depths of my memory. A limber. Right, gotcha. And that's about it. So all those on there. We've talked about the box. Let's put that over there. I'm creating a right mess for myself here. Let's have a look at this first. I'm not that keen on this idea of stapling the little bags together. Well, I suppose you can just pull the staples out if you do that, can't you? He said you could just pull them apart. There we go. And that's the body shell. All in one moulding. It all looks nice and crisp, to be honest. It's quite well detailed. There's lots of rivets showing on there. Whether it's the right number of rivets, I've got no idea. And to be honest, I'm not that keen on it's got to be exactly right. It's an interpretation of these things, isn't it? Not an engineering plan. That looks really quite nice to me. I like that. Yeah, that's good. And just as crisp on the floor pan. That's very nice, yeah. Nice and smooth. Might have to rub down a bit before I paint it, that. So that's the cab on the floor pan. Put it back in there later. You don't want to see me putting that in there. Let's open one of these, eh? Oh, blimey. You know what? Got to be an easier way of doing it than that. There we go. Little table type so that you don't damage this one. That's clever. Put extra little pieces on there so that that one fits nicely inside it. Like that. And I'm guessing so that that doesn't get broken. There. Which is a centre console, I think, for the inside of the car. Bit disappointing that the wheels are plastic. I don't like that. But hey, there you go. And we just have to make them look real, don't we? A hollow on the back, so I guess, yeah, there's inserts. These will be the inserts that go into them, and it builds up the wheel. Yeah, it's okay. There'll be the seat pads and the seat backs. Yeah, that's fine. A little man is in two halves with his arms separate. 1, 2, 3, 4 bits. God knows how I'm going to paint that. I've never been able to paint faces. Friend of mine who's sadly passed, and he embarked on a mission to paint the faces of the pilots in his airfix kits. I didn't envy him that. It took him a long while apparently. And engine bits, floor pan, rocker covers, oil pan, rocker covers, pulley system, fan for the front, and the engine itself in two halves. Can't make out whether that's a V8. It must be a V8 because it's got two heads on it. So that's that was a meaty little engine. But then again, you've got a lot of weight to pull around. And on it goes, clear parts. Let's have a look at the clear parts, see if they're as clear as they look. I've not really done many of these unboxing videos. They seem to be quite popular and people seem to like them. But then again, I like them because I've watched them before I've bought a kit. Again, stapled in. You get that out. This one doesn't want to come apart. There we go. Yeah, nice clear glass parts. The wipers are moulded onto the windscreens. Don't know if it'd have been easier just to put a couple of windscreen wipers in. They're going to be a devil of their own job to paint those. So, but there they are. So that's the glass parts. There's more windows in it than I expected. Some springs. There's a chassis for the gun. The frame. I don't think you'd call it a chassis. It'd be a frame for a gun, wouldn't it? Part of the drive line, differentials, springs, heavy spring at the rear, lighter spring at the front, more parts of the drive line. There's quite a lot of parts of the drive line there. There'll be two differentials because of one at the front. Ah, wait a minute, there's three there. 1, 2, 3. So I'm sure it'll come to become obvious at some point in time. And I will of course make a video of it while I'm assembling it and painting it. Can't get that in there, I'll do it later. And on this one, I'm not going to open it. More wheels, much smaller wheels, so I'm guessing they're for one of the trailers, the gun or the limber. And a couple of parts drifting around in there. That's actually a piece of rope that's been moulded. That's very interesting. Yeah, quite happy with all that. Bits of armour for the gun. Bit more framework for one of them. Yeah, and the gun itself on there. Yeah, quite happy with that. So what I'm going to do now is I'll start building this, and I'm building this in between doing a couple of other things, bits and pieces. So it might take a little while. and I'm looking forward to building that. I had one of these as it was either a dinky toy or a matchbox toy when I was a child. Didn't have the gun and the limber, but I certainly had the tractor unit. But I can't remember what brand it was, and it might have been an Airfix kit, you know. I'm sure Airfix did a kit of this. I'll see if I can find any information on that. And of course, if any of you guys know if Airfix did a kit of this, it would have been a smaller one, much smaller one. I remember it being small. Please let me know. Any questions, any comments, please leave them in the boxes below. I'd love to hear from you. And thanks very much for watching the video. It'd be great if you could like and share the video, and it'd be even better if you could subscribe to the channel. Thanks very much for watching. Ta-ra!